Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our embassy. I'm impressed by your program, and congratulations on your annual conference on cultural diplomacy. Culture could be the unifier in these challenging times and could serve as a unifier between different countries, facilitating the dialogue and the cooperation between them. Well, at the end of this week, we will celebrate 140 years since our liberation, despite being one of the oldest states in Europe, established in 681. The fate of my country in the 20th century was not an easy one. Two Balkan wars and two global wars devastated the region and Europe, and after World War II, Bulgaria had been on the wrong side of history for 45 years. And in the beginning of the 90s, my country started its unique process of transformation from a one-party regime to a plural democratic system, from state-owned economy to free market economy and a society with the rule of law and human rights. My nation is among the strongest supporters of the European Union, which has been a project for peace and prosperity. Since our accession to the European Union, Bulgaria has made quite progress in economic terms. For example, the income per capita has doubled from 27% in 2007 of the EU average to 50% last year. In 2017, the economic growth was 3.6%, with 4% expected this year. The budget deficit is below 3%, one of the lowest among the EU member states. The government debt is 27%, and the public expenditure is below 40%. 10 years after our accession to the European Union, Bulgaria took over the presidency of the EU Council, which is quite an endeavor. And for 6 months, my country is the driving force behind the EU agenda. And we believe that unity is the key word. Unity is the key to meet the challenges Europe is facing today. And the motto of our parliament, United we stand strong, is also the motto of the presidency. Our main focus during the presidency is on the Western Balkans. We believe that the European project won't be accomplished until all countries from the region join the EU. 15 years after the Thessaloniki summit, we need to reconfirm the European perspective of the countries from the region. And the ambition of our presidency is to increase regional connectivity among the countries, and at the same time also connectivity between the region itself and the rest of Europe. During our presidency, we are going to open new negotiation chapters with Serbia and Montenegro, also create conditions for starting negotiations with the Republic of Macedonia and Albania, and consolidating the European perspective for Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo. In May, Bulgaria will host an EU Western Balkan summit in Sofia, and we believe that this summit will reconfirm the European perspective of the countries from the Western Balkans. Among our priorities also are the future of Europe and young people with a focus on economic and social cohesion, which means economic and monetary union. We will start negotiations on the next multi-annual framework financial program for the next financial period from 2020 till 2027. Also, some of the main EU policies, such as cohesion and common agricultural policy, have to be reformed. It is also in our agenda. Security and stability is the next priority, with a focus on migration. Migration is a common issue for the whole of Europe, and we need common policy towards this phenomena. And our presidency will be working on reforming the Dublin regulation and establishing new asylum policy in Europe. That's in a nutshell. I am open to any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. The floor is open for questions.
Yes, please.
Lady from Sweden.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you for your question. Well, my nation is very tolerant nation. You are very right. And historically, our land was at crossroads. Many civilizations left their print on this land, and this is one of the reasons for this multicultural characteristic of our society. And different religious denominations have been coexisting peacefully over the centuries. If you visit our capital, Sofia, you'll see there two Orthodox churches from the Byzantine time, which are operational. They were built during the Constantine the Great. You can see contemporary Orthodox cathedral, Catholic cathedral, a synagogue, and a mosque. And the same model can be seen in some other Bulgarian cities. That's why our society is a tolerant one, and we have a good experience which can be used from some other nations in Europe. About migration, thanks to the European solidarity, we also managed to enforce our borders with Turkey, and at the same time, I must say that we have been cooperating very efficiently with Turkey at national level and at local level as well. And recently, we haven't experienced any wave of migrants coming to our border. And Bulgaria is a good example how to keep the border safe. And we believe that this model can be used also in some other European member states. But we need a common policy. Europe was not quite efficient in elaborated some common policy vis-a-vis migration. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Well, as I said at the beginning of my introduction, my country is one of the oldest in Europe. The state was established in 681, and we have a unique culture which we managed to preserve over the centuries. And I don't think that there have been any strong influence when we are talking about culture. We are Slavic people. We are Eastern Orthodox. We have the same religion, but our culture is quite unique, and the Bulgarian folk music is very, very unique one, and it's getting more and more popular even here in the United States.
Do we have any more questions? If not, let's thanks Ambassador.
Thank you for your attention. Thank you.